It's amazing how creative you can get when you're procrastinating something else. I'm supposed to be doing the new newsletter, so I picked up the old newsletter, and I'll tell you about how I started experimenting with cutting out things. These are some of the images from the old newsletter. I have been playing with doing these kind of transfers onto denim using mixed different frozen food packets. I tried all sorts of food packets, but the frozen ones seem to stick best. So that one, I made a mistake with the C and the H and the R, so I tried putting another bit on top, and they shrunk in different directions, so it's quite an interesting effect. I might play with that sometime. I use a lot of old denim for making bags and various things. This is one I made yesterday. I put a picture up on Facebook. This was using, this is the bubbly bit. I don't know if you can see that. It's when you buy pears and apples, they sometimes come in these little sort of almost dome-shaped bits of plastic, and that's what I call it my porthole bag. This was also, I often try and turn any mistakes into part of the artwork, which does and doesn't always work. Sometimes it does. The tension on my domestic machine, I was sewing from the other side, went all crazy when I tried to sew on the plastic, and there were all these loops underneath. I was going to unpick it all, and then I thought, no, I'll just make it look like a frame. So I put a bit of very appropriate yacht varnish on it, and it's gone sort of hard and turned into a frame. So that's my little yacht bag. Then I was experimenting, still trying to see, I wanted to see if I could use paper from the old newsletter. If I used little images, this is, oops, that's a picture of Lorraine there from Unique in Ramsey. I was trying to see whether I could do a kind of laminated effect using old plastic containers. That's actually one I've cut up and used a bit of, and it didn't stick, but it was actually wonderful because this was the paper and I put it onto the plastic. That's the actual one, and the image has come off on the picture, so it makes quite a nice little translucent kind of sign. It's in fact, there's that picture of Lorraine on she's actually now just turned into a piece of plastic, which I'm sure we could make her into an earring, couldn't we? It's got a nice, it's almost stained glass effect. And the coloured ones oh, there we go. That's also the little Recreate, and it's translucent, and it's just sort of permanently, the ink is stuck on the plastic. It seems to be only the ink from anything that was printed at the copy shop. It doesn't work with my own printer. That one, I don't know why the gap came up. I'm still playing with it and working out how many seconds to hold the iron on it, and it's quite a delicate thing, because if you do it for too long, then they shrink like those letters did. If you don't do it long enough, then they don't stick or don't come across. I'm hoping that other people who are far more creative than I am, I'm not very artistic, but I just love having fun and I hate waste. So I'm hoping everybody will enter the Great Manx RE-CHREE-ATE Competition. The early bird deadline is Tuesday. The actual deadline is Friday. You only have to have your goodies ready by Sunday. So that's 9 AM in time for the event that's starting at 10 AM at the Manx Club in Douglas. You can book to attend the event for free at Eventbrite, and you can find out more. It's only £2 to enter if you get the early bird. So do enter. There are 12 categories, best clothing, most beautiful, best school group, best family group, all sorts. Have a look on the website at https, I think it's a colon and then two of those dashy slanty things, BEAVEAYN, pronounced, I think, Baveen. I used to say Baveen, but I was corrected by a very helpful Manx teacher. And it's then.com. So BEAVEAYN.com. Please enter the Great Recreate. That's how you spell recreate. Cree, of course, means heart in Manx Gaelic. So do enter. I'm looking forward to see what other people get up to.